So I think people are probably like pretty split on the NBA All-Star Game. At least that's the impression I've got. Some people are really big fans of it, and it's just fun to watch the best players in the league put up a whole bunch of points and alley-oops and Dwight Howard shooting three-pointers, even if Dwight Howard's not in it anymore. And then I think some people just don't give a crap, and I think I would find myself somewhere in the middle. Typically with an All-Star game, I would not really pay attention that much, and then if it's close in the fourth quarter, I'll start caring. But with this new thing they got going on, where it's essentially a pickup game, where the 24 All-Stars are selected, 12 from the Eastern Conference, 12 from the Western Conference. The voting is still the same with the fan vote, the player vote, the media vote. But then the difference is that each conference has team captains, and then they just basically do a pickup game where they just go, I'll take this guy, okay, I'll take that guy, and you go down until everybody's done. Do I think this is cool? Yeah, I think it's actually kind of freaking awesome, because it adds just more excitement to a game that has become so almost robotic. Like, it's weird to say that with games that feature star players and they're doing just whatever the hell they want to do offensively, but it's like, we know what's going to happen, right? And then if the game's close in the fourth, they'll start giving a crap. But with this, one, it would be really cool to see if like LeBron James just says, we're not going to have a center because screw it, we're just not going to. We're going to roll with me. We're going to take a whole bunch of wing players and that's it. Like, that could actually be kind of cool. Or if Steph Curry just picks all of his teammates and it's basically the Warriors versus everybody else. Can you also imagine the fake drama that the media could come up with? Like, Steph Curry could just not pick Kyrie Irving, and he's going to get Kyrie Irving eventually. Like, he could just wait until round 12 to select Kyrie, because there's no way LeBron's going to take Kyrie. Or LeBron could just take Kyrie because they're both grown adults who have probably moved past this, and we're all just immature NBA fans. But it's fun to imagine, isn't it? Like, would Russell Westbrook pick Kevin Durant? Like, I know they had that moment in the All-Star game a year ago where Westbrook gave it to Durant at the free throw line, and then Durant immediately alley-ooped it back up to him, and we all had this, like, kumbaya moment. I get it, but in the back of Westbrook's mind, would he really pick Durant? Is Kevin Durant going to be in Steph Curry's ear? I don't even know who the hell is going to pick the teams. I'm just whatever at this point. But, like, what if Kevin Durant's in Steph Curry's ear, and he's just like, hey, don't pick Russ. Don't pick Westbrook. Or, here's another one for you. What if someone ends up playing with the Warriors or something, right? And then they're just like, oh man, this is really fun. Like, these guys all move the ball around and they can all shoot. And I can get like 7 assists just by playing normal basketball. I'm gonna forget my current team. How do I get to these guys? And then it could create drama in their locker room. The WorldStarHipHop version of this is through the roof. As for the game itself is concerned, yeah, it could be pretty cool because, I don't know, you could just get like teammates or players who would want to play together, who might fit in really well with each other. They might play together in the summer and they have a great 2-man game and we're never able to see it. The basketball stuff could be cool, but the off-the-court stuff could be even better. Let's be honest here. And actually, let me talk about the on-the-court stuff a little bit more now. It could actually make the game more competitive, and it could make guys care a little bit more, because I feel like there's an extra sense of pride and togetherness when you're on a team that was put together by a captain, basically. This sounds like I'm saying that players don't give a crap if they have the East or the West thing on them, but I feel like it's just been kind of established that the All-Star Game is, you know, it's kind of a crap show is the best way to put it. It's an entertaining one, but it's still a crap show. There could be a little bit more sense of us versus you if they do it in this style, because take a dude like Russell Westbrook, who's as competitive as hell. He's going to be like, oh, you didn't pick me? You picked Steph Curry over me? That doesn't count because I'm pretty sure Curry's the captain, or he isn't, I don't know. But whatever, he'll be like, you picked this guy over me? Really? Like, that could be some really cool stuff. We could get some competitive, you know, rivalries that go on within the game, and then whether they continue outside of the game or is whatever. I mean, imagine if like Jimmy Butler and Paul George end up on different teams. Those two have been kind of put together a lot over the last year or so in terms of like who's better. And I mean, players are not oblivious to everything that's out there. Like, I'm sure Paul George hears Some people, like me, say that Jimmy Butler had a better season last year, but then I'm sure Jimmy Butler might hear like, hey, you know, Paul George is better than you still, JB. It could just be a really cool thing. I mean, on Bill Simmons' podcast, Kevin Durant said the position that he really pays attention to in the NBA is small forward, which makes sense because that's his position. So I think every player probably has that same mindset. So as a result, just competition, man, just going at each other. So I'm pretty much all for this pickup game style thing, because as long as the right people get voted in, and that's still an issue, and it's probably forever going to be an issue, we could just get some really cool competition with guys who want to just be like, I'm better than this guy. We could get a whole lot of weird media crap that's like, oh, this dude didn't pick this dude, and why'd he pick him when this guy's better, and oh, he picked him, but he's his teammate. Like, it's going to be great. Or it could all suck, but I hope it's going to be great. So I think this is a great change. I love it a lot, and I look forward to the All-Star game.